Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I have a new to my channel brand that I'm sharing with you today. I've got swatches today of the new Only Murders in the Building collection from Kathleen & Co. So this brand has been around for a long time. They're great. It's just the first time I'm sharing them on my channel. And this collection features 6 super shifty, absolutely beautiful, very seasonally appropriate polishes that will be launching on the Kathleen & Co website on October 22nd at 10 a.m. Central Time, and then the pre-order will actually close on October 25th at 8 p.m. Central Time. I will link them down in the description so you can check out the shop. And if you like this video, like the video, and let's just get into the nail polish. I thought I would start by showing you Hey, I'm Mabel. So this one is obviously inspired by Mabel, who is played by Selena Gomez on the TV show. And I've got to say, I was never really a fan of Selena Gomez, but I really like her in this show. So good job, Selena. Anyway, this one is a deep orange base with fiery reddish orange shimmer that shifts to gold and green at extreme angles. I will also just say that I love that this color was what Kathleen & Co chose to use for Mabel, because she's always wearing these incredible like orange coats, and apparently there's a lot of symbolism about what that means in the show. So anyway, as you can see, this built up really beautifully in 3 coats. It's crazy shifty, as you will see soon, but I do really like the formula. It's super easy to work with, and like I said, the sheerness allows the shimmer to build up really beautifully. And here you're going to see the payoff, because this shifts to like almost a yellow at some angles, and then as the description says, there's gold and green, and those are also quite visible depending on how you catch the light, like right here. So love that one. Next up, we have Who is Tim Kono, and this one is described as a blackened base with glowy red to orange shimmer. And this one I think is also really representative of Tim Kono's character. So can you tell that I really like the show? I do. It's really good. So this one is obviously sheer again, like the first polish, but it builds up really easily in multiple coats and they dry very quickly. So this one is really shifty, as you're going to see in a second, and I love how it sort of turns into this blackened cherry look once you build it up in 3 coats. So it dries down pretty glossy, but of course I always recommend top coat, so use your top coat. And this is it in 3 coats. And here you're going to catch the orange, and I think there's a little bit of green and gold in this as well. It's just beautiful. So here you can see just how beautiful it is in the sunlight, but also the shade and pretty much any type of lighting. Here we are moving on to All Is Not Okay in Oklahoma. So this one is described as having a coppery bronze base, and it shifts to antique green to grass green to aqua. Wow. Okay, this one is absolutely wild. You're probably not going to believe how it looks when I start moving my hand around until you see it, because this one absolutely blew my mind. So again, it builds up beautifully in 3 coats. All of these, the darker ones at least, you could layer over a black if you wanted to sort of preserve your polish and not use so much, but I think they look beautiful when you build them up on their own. So once again, this is the polish in 3 coats plus top coat. And get ready for the shifts in this one. Like, is your mind already blown? Because mine is. I swear at some angles it looks purple. Then it looks like an entirely green polish in other angles. There's even a bit of blue in there. You've got the gold. Truly, this polish is a chameleon. I've never really seen another polish shift like this one. So if you're a fan of shifty polishes, then I highly recommend you check this one out. here we are moving on to Really Do You Not See This Coat? And this one is described as a deep blurple base with glowy pink to orange shimmer that shifts to green at the end. So this one is so pretty, if you couldn't already tell. And of course it does start off sheer, but it builds up really nicely and very quickly. All of these, I'm just really impressed with the formula. I just really am impressed, and I can't wait to try more Kathleen & Co. because everything I've tried so far is absolutely gorgeous. So as you can see, this one dries down pretty shiny, but I still recommend top coat to bring out even more of the shine. And this is another one that has really beautiful shifts, as you're going to see. I'm personally a huge fan of this particular blurple sort of red pink shimmer combo, and this one is truly gorgeous. So hopefully you can see how it's sort of green at extreme angles, definitely golden, and just absolutely stunning. Really, this polish is beautiful. Now here we have Mrs. Gambolini. So this one is really gorgeous yet again. It's called an antique gold to green multi-chrome that shifts through lime to grass green and finishes with aqua. So this one is super pretty. If you're a fan of greens, then I think you're going to be obsessed with this one, because I wouldn't even consider myself the biggest green fan, but I am a huge fan of this polish. So once again, a lovely formula that builds up really well in 3 coats. If you're the kind of person who applies thick coats, you could probably get away with 2, but I tend to apply in thinner coats, and that's just how I like it. So try using a good glossy top coat. I didn't try any of these with a matte top coat, but I'm sure they would look really good matte. But like, come on, are you kidding me? This one, I think I sped up my footage because I just took so much of it and I wanted you to see just how shifty it is. Like, I can't even handle how shifty this is. Like, are you kidding me? Look how beautiful. So this will make a green lover out of anybody, and I just love how it looks almost turquoise and blue at some angles. It's just incredible. And last but not least, we have I'm Brazos, and this one is described as a blue to black to purple multi-chrome with added glowy blue shimmer. So this one has, again, a great formula. It does apply a tiny bit patchy on the first coat, but with the second coat, it fully covered that entirely. So a great formula, and I did go in with a third coat. I don't know if I necessarily needed it, but I guess I was just being consistent with what I did for the rest of the collection. So you can see that it does deepen just a touch more on the third coat, and the glowy shimmer in this one is really incredible. It reminds me of a shimmer recently that I saw from Bee's Knees, which I was obsessed with. And once again, I took a ton of footage of me moving my hand around just so you could get a sense of how beautiful and deep and vampy and rich this polish is. You all know by now that I'm a huge fan of shimmers, and these are all beautiful. They perform really, really well. And as you can see, they were all incredibly shifty. If I had to pick my favorites, I would say Mrs. Gambolini. I just love how intense the green is. It's unreal. I really, really love that one. And I also really liked All Is Not Okay in Oklahoma. That one is incredibly shifty. And honestly, sometimes I was like, am I wearing a purple? Am I wearing a green? Am I wearing a gold, copper? Like, it's so different depending on the lighting. So please let me know in the comments if you're a fan of Kathleen & Co., if you've tried them before. Let us know what your other favorite polishes are. And maybe if you haven't tried them before, let me know if this has convinced you to try the brand. Also, let me know if you're a fan of Only Murders in the Building, because I do like that show a lot. So that's it for me. Have a great day wherever you are, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.